UFC 227 is a pay-per-view event put on by the biggest mixed martial arts promotion in the world, so there's got to be a ton of really exciting fights on this card, right? Right? Well, there are at least 3 that I think that you really need to pay attention to on Saturday. But let's get it started with an honorable mention spot. Pedro the Young Punisher Munoz versus Brett the Pikey Johns. These guys, while both coming into UFC 227 after losses, are extremely exciting fighters who are young and have a lot of potential. Munoz and Johns have both locked in some surprising and, I'm going to tell you, out of the blue submissions in their UFC careers. I expect a lot of fun scrambles in this one, and I highly doubt that it goes to the judges. Instead of going into number 3, let's head over to number 1 and get that out of the way right now. Clearly, the main event of UFC 227 between TJ Dillashaw and Cody No Love Garbrandt is the most important and most look forward to fight on this entire card. I would give the fight a 4.5 out of 5. The only reason it isn't higher for me is basically because it's an immediate rematch. Their first fight was incredible. We saw Cody almost finish TJ at the end of the first round, and then, of course, TJ actually did finish Cody in the second stanza. There is bad blood between them, which adds to how excited I am for the fight, but regardless of outside promotional material, the bout will without a doubt be just as fun the second time around. Number 2, the co-main event of the evening between Demetrious Mighty Mouse Johnson and Henry the Messenger Cejudo. This basically boils down to the opinion that anytime Johnson competes in the octagon, you had better be watching. He is one of the greatest mixed martial artists to ever step foot in the octagon, and he is arguably the most diverse fighter ever. Sure, he has already dusted Cejudo once, but that was 27 months ago. Since that fight, Cejudo has shown improved striking ability to go along with his already potent grappling attack. Add into the fact that this sport features 4-ounce gloves, and we just might see a mighty champion fall on Saturday night. And number 3, Cub Swanson versus Renato Moicano. This fight is in the spot basically because of Cub Swanson, but let's talk about Moicano first. He is a competitor who mostly uses his range and snappy long strikes to keep his opponents at bay. I refer to him as a negator. He makes his opponents come to him, which at times, like against Jeremy Stephens in Kansas City, isn't all that exciting. However, he is a real high-level competitor who I believe could hang with the absolute cream of the crop in the featherweight division. Add to that, he has one Fight of the Night award to his name. Speaking of which, Kevin Killer Cub Swanson has chalked up an insane amount of post-fight bonuses in his Zuffa career. 8 Fight of the Night bonuses, yes, 8, and 2 Performance of the Night bonuses. To me, that is simply mind-blowing. Prior to that loss against Frankie Edgar in his last fight, he had turned in 3 consecutive Fight of the Night performances. If you're a fight fan and you don't look forward to Swanson's fights, we need to have a talk. Even if Moicano goes in there and attempts to be Mr. Anti-Excitement, Swanson will force this one to be entertaining. Thanks so much for making it to this point in the video. I've linked a tweet of mine in the comment section down below that I want you to follow and tell me if you agree with my pre-fight ratings for each and every fight on this card, or you can tell me what pre-fight ratings you would give the 3 fights that I've mentioned here in this video, or 4 with that honorable mention one. Please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel because I need you to be there for the post-fight show where you are my co-host. I'll see you then. Namaste.